WWE, UFC, Formula One, so many festivals, Beyonce. Where can you see all those things? Saudi Arabia. Hey, the dream destination for everyone. Who needs Amnesty International when you get front row seats to the Queen? Yeah, today we are looking into how do you rebrand authoritarianism as entertainment. You will be entertained. Saudi Cup and welcome to another episode here for the Fun Pod Mindful Media and Whitewashing. It's not a racial thing, don't worry. God, cancellations incoming. So what I said in the intro, right? Let me line up for you one more time. The spectacular lineup brought to you by Riyadh Season. Okay, we have the Riyadh Comedy Festival. They fly in comics from all across the world, most Americans, I would say, to present their sanitized jokes, right? Famously, Tim Dillon, who's a big-ish, not just in body mass, but name-wise too, big-ish American comedian, got kicked out again. He was invited, was promised to be paid $375,000 for one gig, and then got kicked out again because he made fun of it. He didn't even hate on them. He just said, like, okay, they have slaves, so what? They're probably good at their job, so I'm looking forward to that. And that got him, I'm paraphrasing, right? And then got him kicked out according to his podcast, so don't sue me. That's on his podcast. But then there are like comedians like Bill Burr going there, who usually sits on a very, 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 very high horse. I wonder how he got down there. Probably jumped down onto piles of cash. That's how he got down there. And all the others that you would expect to go there are going there, of course, because they have no soul, allegedly. So the Riyadh Comedy Festival, right? It's like sanitized comedy festival, because of course you cannot make any jokes about anything that's happening over there, which would be the obvious thing to do, because if you do it, you might not come back. What else do they have? They have WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, Crown Jewel happening there, for example. They have the Royal Rumble happening there, the second biggest event of the year for WWE, and WrestleMania, the biggest event of the year, 2-day event for WWE, also going to Saudi Arabia. I mean, let's be honest, right now ticket prices are insane anyway, so no normal average working Joe in the US could afford that. Even so, MAGA, because America is getting so great, you're getting sick of winning all the time. No, that was last time, right? Are you sick of winning already? To my American viewers, listeners, you sick of winning? Just checking. But no one can afford the ticket prices anymore anyway. So hey, why not move it to Saudi Arabia, where people apparently have all the money in the world? UFC also bringing like fight nights, pay-per-views to the region, right? I'm mentioning this because WWE and UFC belong to TKO, the parent group of both. TKO owns WWE and UFC. And then, of course, Super Boxing is a thing as well, also powered by Riyadh Season, by Turkey Al-Sheikh. We have the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Jeddah, branded the future of racing. Yeah, so Western stars are quietly pocketing the Saudi checks. And if you only look at the money, you'd be like, okay, sure, I get it. If you give me $1 million to record my podcast there, I actually might not do it. $1 million is not enough, to be honest. $1 million, for me, who's not a millionaire, I would say $1 million is not enough to sell my soul, to be honest. Because will $1 million really change my life? I mean, yeah, it would give me more freedom, but it's not enough. It's not fuck it money, quote Joe Rogan. So as long as you don't give me fuck it money, why would I sell my soul? And that's the thing that I also wonder about those comedians right now, for example, because the price list came out, and so the top fee apparently was like $1.5 million, and others went for $300,000, $150,000, which is a lot of money. I would love to have this money, but is it enough to sell your soul and to alienate your fan base is the question, right? But hey, so not to get sidetracked. So Western stars pocketing Saudi money. Now, why is this the case? This is not programming. This is, you ready? Drum roll. Laundering. What kind of laundering, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, because they have something that they call Vision 2030. And no, it's not this conspiracy thing that your uncle tells you about that he saw on Rambo. Something different, okay? This is something different. Vision 2030 means, for Saudi Arabia, to diversify the economy and to rebrand culture. Right now, they're very reliant on oil, right? Oil and gas money. So they are trying to rebrand and restructure the economy to be more of a tourist hub and entertainment hub, to have different forms of income, not just the oil money. Kind of smart if you think about it, if you just would treat people in a humane way, I guess, right? And the strategy behind that is very much about like this buzzword right now that we see everywhere, like soft power, right? It's a soft power strategy because you try to basically create, let's call it by name, you buy more legitimacy. You're like, okay, we're in the news for killing journalists that say something bad about us, sending hit squads into other countries, taking away passports of the poor workers here, treating them badly, having slaves in the country, allegedly, and so on. But hey, we have Formula 1 going on too. Or hey, we have WWE too. Right? So you're trying to, that's why I said earlier, whitewashing. When it comes to sports, we call it sports washing. You try to sports wash your economy, your society into something that it is. Not really. They had the World Cup, right? Case in point. How many people died building those stadiums again? Oh, never mind. Don't ask those questions. So you're trying to use the soft power strategy, buying legitimacy. And interestingly enough, when I looked at the facts, it says that half the population is under 30 years old there. Very interesting for the population boom. And I think this audience buys into that hype, of course, right? Again, similar to the Israel/Netanyahu episode I did not too long ago. I have nothing against people there or against even the country or whatever, right? Just saying, look at what the people in charge are doing. I think the people there, of course, you're like, this is so cool. They're getting all this stuff here. Oh my God, WWE is coming. This is coming. Oh my, this is so cool. Look at us. People really want to come here. They like us. The atmosphere when you see an event there is always awesome. So the people seem to really enjoy it, really embrace it, which is great. But you have to look at like, what is the regime that's in charge actually doing to get it all there? And why are they all bringing it there? Because that's the thing I'm saying. So please do not misunderstand. Okay. Yeah, so the global PR is like that Saudi Arabia is like this fun hub, not an authoritarian state at all. Not at all. Hey, everybody is happy here, okay? Be happy. I can never take a flight through the Emirates again. Well, what I do for you, right? Okay. Let me look into the media theories, communication theories, to show how this laundering, washing actually works. Okay, cultural laundering, sports washing, and so on. Bourdieu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you know. So first one, media event theory. We had this already. Okay, media event theory says that if you produce mass spectacles, they produce legitimacy. Because, big spectacle, people coming, people watching from around the world saying, so cool what you have there in your country. Your country must be pretty cool. You cannot be an authoritarian state if you have Coldplay play there, for example. I'm just made this right up or no. I don't know if Coldplay went there, right? Just saying, okay? So this is how it works. You can't be authoritarian if you have WWE there. They even have women wrestling now. It's an open state. Come on, what are you talking about? Yeah. So that's media events theory. Second, Debord, society of the spectacle. People, audiences like spectacular shit, okay? We want to see cool stuff, things that we couldn't do ourselves, so we are entertained by it. So the image we're seeing, cool stuff, concerts, sporting events, wrestling, whatever it might be, the image of how cool it is replaces the substance that's actually behind it. Substance would be, why is this allowed here in a country that's so restrictive? But hey, look at, oh, there's a flip from the top rope. And I'm a big wrestling fan, by the way, okay? So I'm not hating on wrestling. I'm a big martial arts fan. I'm not hating on UFC. But I hate on TKO for going there, not on the sports itself, okay? So that's the society of the spectacle. Then I mentioned earlier the concept of soft power, right? So right now what they try is they export fun, cool events as diplomacy, right? Everyone's coming to us. Look how nice and welcoming we are. They all like it. Yo, Dana White, do you like Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is the best. Okay, thank you, Dana White. Needs a check. Right, so they're showing that, like, hey, we're this cool fun hub. Come join us. Come over here. That's diplomacy. Smart. Very smart. So I'm not saying it's bad. Just, no. And there's another theory on called cultural hegemony. Okay, cultural hegemony means that you can actually manufacture cultural consent through entertainment. So that's how it applies here. Okay, so I'm trying to apply that theory to our example. So you can manufacture cultural consent, so the culture agreeing with you through entertainment. And that's why I said earlier, when the audience is under 30, half the country is under 30, then you can influence this audience with those cool events that you bring in. You bring in UFC, WWE, all the concerts and so on, all the superstars, World Cup. That's how you influence an audience like that. That's how you manufacture consent. Like, hey, yeah, we're doing all the cool stuff. Keep doing what you're doing. You're bringing the cool stuff here. I support you. Okay. All right. Another one, DJ, another one. We call it and that's this is the actual theory, okay? Don't cancel. It's called Orientalism. I was struggling whether or not to put it on the list, but yes, I do it. So Orientalism, because they market themselves, okay? So I'm not me, the German dude saying it, but they market themselves as like exotic, yet very modern, right? They're like, hey, look, we're exotic. We're like an Arabic state, of course. So we're very exotic here, far away from everything, mysterious a little bit, but also super modern. Look at us. Yeah, that's like the advertising niche they're going for. Okay, so that's also what gets people interested in. Like, oh, it's so different, but it's also so cool. Oh, we should go there. Okay, like it's the future, the exotic future. Two more. One is called the symbolic capital. You can already guess what it means. So you will buy prestige, legitimacy through symbolic events. What could symbolic events be, I wonder? UFC, WWE, FIFA World Cup. I'm just waiting for the European Championships to also be held there. Or the Eurovision Song Contest or something just going there. But you get the point, right? Okay. Last one, Naomi Klein, she talked about like what she called like no logo. Like authoritarianism, what we see in countries like that, right? It's branded like consumer culture. It's like, wait. Didn't you just kill a guy? Oh, well, never mind. Hey, look, there's another event. Oh, cool, there's my next shopping mall. It's so cool. Oh, let's go surfing in the dunes. Did he just lose his hand? Oh, whatever. Let's go over there. Huh? So it's not just sports washing that's happening here. It's like you're rebranding with pyros, like pyrotechnic flares, right? And it's working. It is working. Insane. And to give you a few actual examples of what's happening, right? So WWE has been going there for a few years now, and it's been some WWE stars didn't go there with them. Famously, who didn't go there? I think Sami Zayn didn't go there for a little bit. I think Brian Danielson back in the day didn't go there. A few others didn't go. In the beginning, they couldn't even take women. Now women are allowed to go, but they have to cover up and so on. And they are told to avoid political references and so on, right? Okay, so you can make 9/11 jokes or references. UFC promotion, UFC events are built as historic events. And you're like, why is it historic? Because you're getting a historic amount of money to be there, or why exactly is this historic right now? Right now, comics. So as you know, I'm also in the stand-up comedy. Comics censoring sets. Because awkward silences around like freedom jokes, for example, right? Freedom of speech. Thank you for the check. As Formula One fans, right, are boycotting it. Partly, let's be honest. But then are still streaming it. So, so you still get complicity through viewership. I'm sorry to tell you. He's like, I didn't go there. Yeah, well, great, but you're still streaming. You still watch it. You're still complicit. You still made it a success. If you really want them to do something to feel it, then you're not even watching it. Or you know where to watch it to not happen. I heard there's a page in Egypt. We can compare it to like the World Cup in Russia in 2018 or the Beijing Olympics. Same thing, same playbook. Try to sports wash, cultural laundering, the whole thing. And everyone knows it's laundering. Why do we go along with it? Ka-ching sound incoming, cost money always keeps winning. Now, what does it lead to? Well, that should be the obvious no-brainer where it leads to. But we're dangerously close to normalizing authoritarianism. We just go along with it, we're like, well, they pay us. You get your check, you get your bag. Like, for real? I understand you're, especially in the US, like, hey, capitalism, ooh. But if then capitalism succumbs to authoritarianism, then wouldn't it mean that also the US will become more authoritarian? Oh, wait. Yeah, again, danger of normalization, because, well, now an authoritarian government is just another host nation. How is it even possible? Okay. The Western stars' complicity shows us that money trumps values. So next time you see someone from the MMA world, someone from the wrestling world, a comedian, that went there, I'm not saying anyone from the world, but anyone who went there to take the money, and you see them on IG, on TikTok, in real life, being all about, like, it's about values and whatever, just tell them to shut up, because they have zero values, okay? There's no values there, you just do everything for the money, so shut it. And us as an audience, if we keep consuming it, if you pay for the pay-per-view, for example, right? For wrestling events and whatnot, we're also complicit. We're implicated just by consuming it. There's only one thing that you can do, and you know it. Okay? Because it turns out eventually, authoritarianism is just another pay-per-view. And you know what? It's sold out. What do you think about authoritarian pay-per-views? You enjoy them? Where do you stream them? Shout out in the comments. Let me know what you think. What can we do? What should we do? Should we do anything? How much do you like Bill Burr? Until then, stay safe. Take care. Sawadee ka.